Your first card is the Fool. I have Strength. So right out of the gate, we have some strong major arcana cards. I have a Six of Pentacles. This is the High Priestess. This is a Ten of Cups. I have a Four of Cups. Five of Pentacles. Ten of Swords. And then I have a Queen of Pentacles. Okay. Here's what I'm seeing here, because things seem to get off to a great start here. We have the Fool, which is about new beginnings, new directions. And then you get into the Lion, which is, or Strength, which has the Lion. And Strength is all about having courage and determination. But what I think is interesting here is you have Six of Pentacles, and this is the card of give and take, receiving a gift, or giving a gift. But as I said, what I find fascinating is not just these pentacles, which seem to be showing up strategically, but this Ten of Cups going into the Four of Cups. Things seem to be happy. The center of your spread seems about having a happy home, your expectations for happiness. And then it seems as if things kind of, someone gets turned off emotionally. Okay, things did not go the way you planned emotionally, and you're kind of upset, and you're pulling back. And so the story that I'm seeing develop here, especially with the Fool, Strength, and then the High Priestess, that was your third major arcana card. The High Priestess is about understanding mysteries, understanding the secrets, and also trusting your gut and your intuition. And sometimes the High Priestess comes along when we're pulling back on our emotions. It's just a time to hang back and see how things play out. And so I'm just getting the feeling here for you, Sagittarius, especially seeing that you're the kind to observe and look at what's happening. I get a sense of, for some of you, a very strong long-term relationship here. But I also get a sense of some of you with this Six of Pentacles, a lot of give and take. And that's why I'm seeing this Five of Pentacles, which is the card of poverty. That Six of Pentacles is the card of generosity, but then the trees are bare. You don't have much. It seems like some of you were taken for granted, and some people took things from you. They took the relationship for granted, and now you're finding yourself stranded, and then that Ten of Swords follows. And so I'm looking at these pentacles because then the Queen of Pentacles shows up here as well. And so some of you Sagittarius people, there might be someone with Pentacles energy, Earth energy, who you've been generous with, you've taken care of, and yet it seems as if they've taken your heart, they've taken your resources, you were there for them, and then they left you, they betrayed you, which is why I'm seeing this Ten of Swords in your future. So yeah, your three major arcana cards are very interesting here, this combination. Strength is outward display. It's more of the it's more of an outward, how you deal with external circumstances. The High Priestess is more internal. It's about you trusting yourself and listening to your gut. But it's this 10 of Cups right here in the middle. This is the card of a happy home, happy future, the happily ever after. And yet in the midst of this happiness, we still have some emotional unavailability. Someone's like, this isn't what I thought it was. It didn't turn out the way I want to. You didn't do what I wanted you to. So there's also the possibility some of you Sagittarius people are dealing with water energy as well, here right in the middle. And so, yeah, the Fool is about striking out on your own, finding your independence. This doesn't necessarily have to be you, but it is about taking chances. And then you have the Strength card. This is about being there and having courage and taking risks as well. And so I think it's interesting that it feels as if here in the past, some of you Sagittarius in a relationship, you were the strong one. You were like, I'm going to give this person a chance. I'm going to give this relationship a chance. And, usually most fire signs, when they do commit to a relationship, they do commit to it with loyalty. And I think this is underscored by the Strength card. And also, even though this is associated with the other fire sign, which is Leo, some of this fire here with Strength, this association with the Lion, I get a feeling that some of you Sagittarius, you're very confident and you're sure of yourself. So you went into this relationship and you gave and you were there and this person could depend on you. And then, you had this happy relationship, this happy home. Some of you in long term, some of you are dating. But then this High Priestess comes up, and the High Priestess is simply that energy of inner knowing, seeing beyond what is in front of you. So when we get here to this Four of Cups, I'm starting to see this as not necessarily you, but someone who is not, I get the feeling that with this High Priestess and these cups, that someone's emotions were never really fully revealed to you about how they felt. That they were in the relationship with you and they were happy as long as you were taking care of them. But in this next row, you get a sense that emotionally, they're not really as happy as they tell you. It's just not a good opportunity for them to break off the relationship. I'm just getting a sense of someone taking from you or taking advantage of you, and they are keeping their emotions pulled back. They're just sort of very reserved. And maybe some of you Sagittarius, because you're fire, maybe you feel that this person, maybe because you feel this person is not quite in sync with you. Water is not necessarily fast or slow. Water is sort of like formless. Whatever is happening around water, the water energy adapts. And it's also about feeling and emotions. And feelings and emotions, like fire, they can be very quick. But water has depth. We're talking about this intuitive nature, this feeling. And I get a sense that this person that some of you Sagittarius people are linked to are sort of like hypersensitive people who they have a lot of needs and they can be emotionally intense, and you want to love them and take care of them and give them everything emotionally. But it feels like some of you are attached to people who are not emotionally mature or not always emotionally available, Because remember, the High Priestess is about secrets, understanding secrets, things that are hidden that you may not understand in the moment. And I feel like this person can be very secretive emotionally, and they're not giving 100% back to you. You are, but they aren't. So when we get to the future, Sagittarius, a number of things here. It might feel like you've suffered a loss here, especially with that Five of Pentacles, which is considered a card of just going through a very bad time, being very worried. Okay, sometimes in other situations it is about money. I will say that. But in a relationship reading, the Five of Pentacles sort of refers to a very lonely time when you do feel alone. And then this Ten of Swords comes along where you might feel even betrayed. Okay, this person could hurt you. And so the interesting thing here is now we have that Queen of Pentacles, which seems to be maybe a recovery, that whatever you lost with this person, that if they left you high and dry here with the Four of Cups, and then you go through in the future this very difficult time here, and then the Queen of Cups appears, it seems as if whatever you gave or whatever you lost with this person, and maybe your real life, because Pentacles are about the material world, maybe your life was messed up a little bit because of this person who was just sort of like an emotional whirlwind in your life. It feels as if the Queen of Pentacles is saying, like, your life will get happy again. You're going to bounce back. You're going to recover after this person leaves. And I think you're going to be wiser for it, definitely. But keep in mind, the Five of Pentacles is also about hope and renewal. It might be wintertime now, but spring will always come back. But this Ten of Swords, I'm kind of worried, because it does seem to signal that you could be blindsided and someone could really do a number on you in this relationship. So I think you just need to be wise and understand that this person may not be as open with you as they seem, because right now that's what I'm seeing happening with this person, this Four of Cups. You might think that you have a happy relationship, but I think there's something this person needs to tell you. There's something that they need to reveal to you. So I'm going to pull the outcome card. Okay, and your outcome card is a Seven of Cups. And so this water energy here, now we go from happy home, happy relationship, or front of a happy home, happy relationship, to this Four of Cups, this emotional pouting and victim and temper tantrums. This is a card of choice here. And sometimes it's the daydream card, head in the clouds, having choices and you can't decide. I get the feeling that this person who might have betrayed you, they might come back around, but keep in mind that I get the feeling that this person emotionally goes whichever way they feel the most secure, or whoever. I get the feeling that they emotionally are wishy-washy and they go back and forth. When I look at this Seven of Cups, it's telling me more about that other person, that this person is not necessarily realistic or mature. And also, they still don't know what they want. Sometimes there are so many options that they procrastinate. They're stuck and they just can't move forward. So I get the feeling that, you know, with this Ten of Swords and the Five of Pentacles and this Four of Cups, and you trying to figure out where this person's head's at, I think the tarot is telling you that this person, if you're expecting them to make a decision, they're not going to be able to make a decision just yet for some reason. That emotionally, they're still, they like the idea of being in a nice, stable relationship, a relationship that you can give them. But some of you might be dealing with partners or boyfriends or someone that you're dating who is still not ready to choose. Their head is in the clouds. They're kind of unrealistic. They don't know how to pull their weight in a relationship. There could be a myriad of reasons attached to that Seven of Cups. But I do know that it feels as if this person might be playing fast and loose with your affection. And before you let them back in, because I do feel like this person's going to be around for a little bit, before you let that person in 100%, make sure that they show that they can win your trust, because Sagittarius, not only are you very smart and confident, but you definitely have your expectations. So I would just consider this message from the Oracle a little bit of a warning of what's going on in a relationship. And definitely that there are things going on that you're not seeing yet, or someone is keeping hidden from you. But you're going to find that out eventually with that Ten of Swords. So be wise, keep your own counsel here. And so that was your reading, Sagittarius. And just to let you know, I am promoting a new service. I'm bringing my 60-minute readings back, the Grand Romany Tarot spread. It's a wonderful spread. It's very extensive, very thorough, and it's the type of spread you get when you want to treat yourself to a once-in-a-month reading. So make sure you check that out. I hope you've enjoyed your summer. We're heading into winter now. Days are going to get shorter and darker. Days are going to get shorter. Nights are going to get longer and darker. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Actually, that seems to be my time of the year, the fall and winter. So I do hope you've had a wonderful summer. I will see you on YouTube. And thank you all for your support. I really appreciate it. And I'll talk to you soon. So I wish you love and light.